all of this is pretty much the same color it usually is, but this has started to turn. Like the trees, they begin dropping a lot of leaves along the pathways, losing them. It is fall. This may very well be the only fall video I film. Everything next week is going to be freezing or below during nighttime. I do not have gear for that yet. I do have a project. I am reinstating the secondhand survival playlist of the channel. I'm going to make my own hot tent. I don't want to get the cheap one off of Amazon. It's $50, but it's the same material that a regular tent's made out of, and I'm not down for that. I want to build one that I know I'm not going to end up with, well, I'm going to have a high chance of not ending up with hypothermia. So I cast a line out, if you will, on one of my social medias, and a friend got back to me and threw a tarp up for use. So I'm real big on audience participation. Back when I was doing indie wrestling, when I was in the ring, and when I got injured and was on the announce table, I was always trying to get the crowd and the audience involved, participating in it. And I've wanted that to happen on the channel here. So there's not really been much I can get y'all involved in, but secondhand survival, like everything, getting things secondhand and building it myself, or altering it to do something that it's not supposed to do, or just getting it secondhand and using it for its purpose. That was the initial, purpose of the channel to begin with, as I said back in the beginning. But yeah, I want to get something on that, aside from my little wood stove that I'll have to bring out next time after I figure out a way to attach the chimney pipe to it. All right, so a bit of new informational content. Like I've shown you those cliffs right there plenty of times. Holes in it, birds living and all that. Well, while I'm riding, I see this little alcove. It doesn't look like something I've been to, but it turns out this is it. I sit up there by those power lines right there and rest. Or I sit under those right there, and next to the osprey nest right here, zoom in a little bit, right there in the center of your screen, and take a breather on my way home. But this area doesn't look the same from up there. Like this whole beach that I'm on right here looks completely different from that angle. Like the whole alcove, like all of it. It just dawned on me going by today, like, wait a minute, those are the cliffs with the birds. I'll be damned. All right. So a bit of new information there. This is also the beach where I kept finding all those like scribbled down notes on the driftwood and the branches from the war vet that really made me worry about them. After those two, I'd never found another one, so I don't know if they found the help they needed or if something went a darker path. I really hope that it didn't. Everybody has more inner strength than they think. I want you to know that. Like, I honestly believe that. It's how I've made it through life, to be honest with you. Is believing that about myself and everyone else that I've met. That was a nice 360-degree view and listen of just the peacefulness out here without me rambling over it, ruining it like I normally do, talking about how awesome it is. So yeah, there. I will remember to put a little text thing at the beginning, so you know your speaker didn't quit and the audio didn't screw up. Okay, so remember those trees? Remember this nice camp that I, lined out with rocks and cleared out, started covering them with, gravel so that it was easy to walk on, and I had a bench and a fence, and this was here when I left like 4 weeks ago. The old guy that had the pyramid tent here, he kind of just commandeered it for a while. He did good. He left his grate over the fire pit. I think that was it. He left something that was useful to someone else that might use the site. But when people do things like that, it's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous. I mean, I carry extra trash bags so I can clean up after people, but I'm gonna have to bring garbage bags next time when I want to clean that up. Oh, people just. Some of us try, some of us don't. It's a sad fact of life. Okay, we got 2 of them on. All 3 of them are out here. Other one is way over there up top, but yeah, rare footage of all 3 of the ospreys out at one time. Just notice these almost evenly spaced, very tall pine trees. It's pretty cool. I know it's a little hazy, makes me look like I got some interesting, holy light thing going on, but it's not really it. It's got a little bit of grease on the lens. Sun is about right there, about, see, 8 fingers above the phone, if you go by crude timing. But the beachfront turned out the couple that's constantly having a domestic moved there. So the option was there at the original campsite on the island under the oak tree, which I would have loved, even with their garbage there. But I really didn't feel like listening to that all night. So it's looking like it's back to the original campsite. Okay, so on the other side over there on the island, I get to see a lot of waterfowl and stuff, but over here, it tracks. We got deer. There's a good chance I could see some deer here in the field at some point. Oh, great. More people leaving fucking garbage. Okay, this is kind of nostalgic. This is one of my original stakes. I didn't have any for the tent to begin with, so I had to build my own. This was either for the actual tent itself or for a guideline for the cover so that there would be ventilation. But yeah, as I said, back up on the hill next to the little meadow where it all began. Well, where it began and then re-began, because I didn't film my first time out here. It was just strictly to test equipment, and it was greatly lacking. But as I said, I didn't feel like listening to a domestic dispute all night again tonight, and I would have had to have done that in the old site. And being over there, I just wasn't sure about it. Just because I carry them doesn't mean I want to have to bear mace or hurl someone. For those that don't know what that means, this right here, this is a hurling stick. Make sure it's in the shot. Yeah, they're usually like 3 foot long and shit. It's kind of like a baseball bat for the old Celts. But this thing is a weapon as well. So, but yeah, just because I carry them, don't mean I want to use them. So tonight's dinner consists of Mountain House Adventure Meals beef stew. I've had this one once before. It's not bad. It starts off looking like, stuffing mix, but pretty good. I didn't bring any bread type products for it, but I do have a bag of sour cream and onion, chips, along with a plethora of snacks, thanks to my girlfriend. So I'm gonna watch Willy's Wonderland, eat some of this, drink some tea, and enjoy my evening. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that this is what I'm eating for dinner, and I'm not sponsored by anyone. So everything that I say about anything I bring with me is my honest opinion. So I suggest trying these out. They have a bunch of different flavors, and for the most part, they're not bad. I was honestly not a fan of their biscuits and gravy, but then again, I was raised on biscuits and gravy. My opinion is greatly skewed. So, but I mean, I didn't have any seasoning with me to add to it, so that might have helped. But that was just, I don't know what the hell was going on with that, honestly. But this is good. I added some. I make my own seasoning mix. Add to everything that I cook. Out here, but this is completely edible on its own without adding any seasoning to it. I've got a Thai and a stroganoff to try as well, but the beef stew is a good dinner. So I just bumped my awning thing. And that could cover the window and block some of the air, the heat escaping. That could be pretty cool. Although I wouldn't be able to see anything at that point. All right, it is currently 8:30 in the morning. I've pretty much got everything packed that I can pack without having to get out of the tent to do so. So it is time to start putting everything in the cart and hoping it's not full of water. It got rather damp last night down here. There was standing water on top of it when I went out this morning initially to check on things. So I shook it all off, but that's why I always keep the plastic cover, latched, just in case. So I'm hoping that it's pretty dry. I mean, if not, I'm just gonna get things home and then put the shop fan on it so that it dries. But yeah, at the point. Oh, okay. I forgot to put this up. After this, I should have everything ready to go in the cart. So, yeah. All right. Well, as I said, this will most likely be the only video for this season. The nights are going to be getting down to freezing and below here in Spokane, and it's going to be very wet. This is pretty much the most resilient tent I have. It's 7x9, 4-person. It's when I say resilient, I mean I have a beach tent, and then I have that 1-person tent that's got the little canopy thing, but it's just got a screen for the door. And no, not in the winter. So, but this one's got holes in the bottom of it, so I gotta either redo the bottom or figure something else out. I mean, honestly, I wish I could figure out a way to convert this one to a hot tent. It's like redo the bottom, do the outsides, put a cover, make a cover sleeve. It's like a slip cover thing for the outside. I'd have to figure out a way to get the walls pushed out above the windows more, the front and back. That might help it, but I don't know. I mean, with a small enough stuff, you don't really need a bunch of room. That's been proven in a bunch of the videos I've been watching lately. But at the same time, I don't want myself or anything I have bursting into flame. So definitely gonna have to figure out how to do that. I don't want to have to cut along the seam or do a seam rip and re-stitch at a different angle. So I'll most likely just try to build a whole one from scratch. Seems like it'd be easier. But yeah, I'm gonna get this stuff in the cart, and get back up the hill so I can get a shower. It is 8:47 in the morning. I've got almost everything packed up. Gotta break that down and last it out. The whole reason I'm on the main peninsula today is because I just didn't feel like listening to that fucking, couple down on the other side of the trees from me going at it all night. But like, I can hear them now. Like, I know it's too faint for you to hear. Like, even if I had the microphone in, you wouldn't be able to hear it. But I gotta find that before I finish packing everything up. I don't want to lose that. But yeah, like, it's ridiculous. Some people. All right, so I've got my speaker attached. Hopefully, I don't have to turn my Bluetooth on. I mean, if I do, I'll just dub over this. But everything is packed up, as you can see. I'm going to go over there. Let's see. Yeah, there, where all the trash got left. I'm going to see if I have enough room in my bag to get any of it on my way out. It is starting to sprinkle, and this time of year, that means it is going to rain. Because as of right now, at about 9:30 in the morning, it is chillier than it was at 6. And in Spokane, that's never a good sign. So I'm going to skedaddle over there, see if I can help this area look any better since people suck, and make my way home. Alright, I'm over to this place that I saw, and like, it's ridiculous. But I wouldn't mind putting my tent, in one of these thickets. It's like it might help block a bit more wind and everything since it's really starting. But like this, like I don't. Like, you bring bags and you just leave your shit, or something you can't do and rifle through it. But still, I don't understand why you just leave it. There are trash cans all along the trail out that way, leaving this peninsula. Do the right thing. Clean up after yourselves. Cannot stress that enough. How strongly I feel that way. Like every time I leave, boom, every bit of trash that came out of my trip gets taken out with me along the way. I will pick up what I can, and then it gets deposited in the trash can around on the other side of the footbridge. And for the actual like trash, there's a PVC pipe. Like they have trash cans for dog waste and trash. Use them, please, people. Use them. So I'm heading home across the river. There's 3 trucks pulled in. 2 of them already sitting there, and then he had 2 cop cars with the lights going. I was like, the fuck is going on? One cop car was sitting on the screen up there behind the tree. But there, that was confusing. There's always something strange happens on my trips. Okay, dead center on your screen. Sorry for the wobble. That is a tent. Got one tucked away right there. See, there's a little yellow one down there somewhere. Just saw it a moment ago. There it is. It's somewhere. I'm seeing it, but I can't show it to you. It's behind the thicket. Oh, it's right there, just sitting on your screen. Tucked away real nice. People hide down here all the time. They tuck away real good. They got a lot more, courage than I do. Like out in the open with, just blatantly bright tent like that. Of course, I'm not trying to hide when I'm out here. That's why I leave that standing all night. And the top of my tent is, that color red. But it'll be nice when I get like a, down here like a tent to stay warm. It's gonna be nice. So I won't be able to run it during the day because you see the smoke that'll come out there. But at night, staying warm is gonna be beautiful. Wonder what this is about. What you looking at over there? He just rolled up and he's just sitting there. I'm gonna try to roll by and see what happens. What's up, dude? Did something bad happen? What's going on? Sorry about the road. I'll try to edit it out. All right. So my camping trip was yesterday. I am, at work like usual. But you get here and you find rope and scissors. So I mean, fuck yeah, ground score. Never look a gift horse in the mouth, and that should get a bit of rope. Weight on the end of it. So yeah, I got new rope, new toys.